Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down for this offense. Now they'll run it to the right here. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw it. Fires one high and deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Horned Frog! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. A first down for the offense. Quarterback keeper. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12, but all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. On the move at the 30. The expressway is wide open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, team!
play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll try the jet sweep here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and the number one thing you want to do with a jet sweep is make that thing bounce, right? Don't let it get outside right now. Make that thing go east-west, not north-south. Great job by the defense being ready for that jet sweep.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete. 2nd
down coming up. Wide out in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Got it behind the line. It's Best. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that throw all day long, and they do for a big game.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Man, is that dude fast. It is easy to see how this position is evolving more and more to have elite athletes and elite throwers.
Maurice, you say easy, I say annoying. Think about the defensive perspective. I got to guard the running back running. I got to guard the wide receivers. Oh, and now the quarterback's going to run? Well, here, you take the play when it's stop.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. The play action fake. Coming after it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. He tries to take the top off. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, TCU 21, Texas A&M 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The option look. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Snapped it in the shotgun. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. The throw to the outside is complete. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
2nd down coming up.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Dances away. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Gil.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
You want to make a quarterback feel very uncomfortable? Sack him 3 times in a row. Unbelievable pressure, time and time and time again. Don't give him any time to throw the football. This defense is just doing its job.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. It's caught downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Okay, ready?
It's 1st down from the 11.
325.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown of the season.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This quarterback part of their running game. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Get it out on the screen. Open space at the 25. Touchdown Aggies! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the 1st down with the run. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Getting some heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
Get set.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the ball is intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the 2nd half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. offense ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they hadn't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Horned Frog! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fair catch, called for and made. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He wants to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Jolly. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Now the toss. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
They'll turn to the jet sweep to try to convert. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Lining up for the PAT. blitz the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Florida State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. He's going to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And now on second down for this offense. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
Looking to go up top on first down. He looks that one in nicely. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The back goes in motion. Touchdown TCU! And the pummeling has started. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some field goal. The other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
He'll take it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Jolly. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one.
Gain of 18. And a first down for the offense.
First down to start the drive after the break. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
A little release to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete in the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
On the option. Now the toss. Nice move there. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
Number 32 in the end
This
zone.
game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and you keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the target. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he makes the catch at the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Buffalo is just crushing it out there right now. Almost reminds me of Bills Mafia at a tailgate. They're up by 24 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And you gotta love it. Get the ball to your playmakers any way you can. Use their speed to your advantage. Nice job handing him the football, getting his speed to the outside to have a successful play.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the left side. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
Got it.
All wideouts, no backs. Red pass, it's complete. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little.
Touchdown, TCU! punishment has been extended. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in looking for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the route is on. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Texas A&M, 28.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late. Looking deep. And he throws another interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's looking for a man on second down. He'll take another shot here. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.